Welcome to our first marketing video series. We are going to start off with a topic that is called consumer insights. And I know that as of now, that might not mean anything to you, but that's okay because we're going to go through and break down the concept, what it means, why it's important, and understand how it can make a difference in your business. But before we go any further, I thought it would be important for me to do a brief introduction, seeing as this is our first video. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Laura Heneo, and I like to call myself a multidimensional entrepreneur because I don't only have one business. So as of now, I am the founder of Boss Babe Box, which is a monthly subscription box for Australian female entrepreneurs. We were actually the first subscription box of its kind in Australia. I launched that in December of 2019, so we're going on to 2 years in business. I am also the founder of my self-named jewelry and homewares brand by Laura Heneo. So those are the two businesses that I have right now. I am actually a civil engineering graduate. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be working in the industry after having 2 kids. I just don't think it's for me. So I decided to take a turn in my studies, and now I am undertaking a Master's of Digital Marketing. And through this marketing degree, I hope I can bring you so much more knowledge and share with you every little thing that I learn, and I think that can help you in growing your business and your brand. So that's a little bit about me. So let's move on to the part that's exclusively for you. So what is consumer behavior? So it's really, really simple. It's just all the elements that influence an individual's decision to purchase a product or service. So things like their morals and values and external factors like their friends and family who are around them and who influence their purchasing decisions consciously and unconsciously. So that's just consumer behavior in a nutshell. So it's just the elements that influence an individual's decision to purchase a particular product or service. So keep that in mind. Why do we need to understand your consumer's behavior? So your consumer is your customer. So tell me how much you could achieve if you knew the inside and out, the psychological mechanism of your customer. I can tell you that you could clearly define who they are, what they do, what their friends and family buy and purchase that directly influence them into purchasing a product or a service. So you could easily, if you were to stand in their shoes and understand them from the inside out, how they behave when they're consuming and purchasing products or services, you could align yourself in a way that you attract and engage them with so much ease and confidence. So that's why you need to understand your consumer's behavior, and I'm going to show you how you can do this. So by understanding your consumer's behavior, you have the potential to make a huge impact. So if you know their values, you know what and why they steer more towards your product than another. You could compare them side by side, the psychological mechanism behind their purchasing decision when they compare A to B, and you're going to be one of the A's or the B's, if that makes sense. You can apply the principle of social proof. So you are going to be able to influence your consumer through conscious and subconscious behaviors. So an example is I have been following along Kate McDonald. She has a course called the 5-Figure Launch Lab. So I had been following along for almost 2 years since the beginning of Boss Babe Box. And I had been very inclined to joining, but I needed that extra little push. And that extra little push came from watching and her creating that social proof behind her course. So she would share the results that her clients and her students are getting from this course. And that's what pushed me consciously and unconsciously to choose her course as my next investment for my business. I hope that makes sense. The other aspect that you'll be able to implement that will create an impact for your business is when you create urgency. When you create a sense of urgency and a sense of scarcity, you unknowingly, in the psychological mechanism of your consumer, you are elevating the value of your product or service because they think it's scarce. They think it's scarce and they need to act quickly upon their decision. So those are the 3 things that you can utilize to create an impact. Next, we are going to inform and persuade our consumer. So the way we can do this is through following these 3 steps. So number 1 is appealing to their emotions. So for example, when you're scrolling on Instagram and you see a caption that starts by, "Today was a sad day, ... You're immediately appealing to that person's emotions of sadness, and you are hooking them in by appealing to their emotions. They're going to have a sense of curiosity and they're going to want to read more. So that's when you appeal to their emotions, and that directly connects to the second step, which is creating that connection. They want to read further. They want to connect further with you. So you're creating that connection. And an Instagram caption is just an example, but you can do this through email marketing. You could do this through your Facebook ads, your Instagram ads, in any sort of business messaging, in your website copy as well. You can apply these 3 steps and you will be able to persuade your consumers' behavior towards your product or service. So number 3 is to introduce novelty. Now, there's a time and place for everything, but in most cases, introducing novelty can be such a good benefit. If you make someone smile, if you make someone giggle, if you make someone laugh, you are immediately hooking them in so much more. You're connecting with them on a deeper level, and they will remember you for a very long time. So, and then you just repeat the cycle, right? In your website copy, in your marketing messages, you apply these 3 and you repeat that message over and over again, because remember, as human beings, we are creatures of habit. And the more you repeat it to someone, the more trust you're going to build with them, the more confident they're going to feel in buying a product or service from you. Now, that was just a very brief introduction to consumer insights. And I wanted to keep it short and simple because I wanted to give you bite-sized pieces of information that you can digest quickly. And with every single video that I'll be creating for you, I will be creating a worksheet for you to print out, or if you have a tablet or something, you can write it out as well. You can write your answers. So this particular worksheet is consumer behavior analysis. So pathways to purchasing. You're going to put yourself in your consumer's shoes. So you're going to be your customer for today, and you're going to think how they think. You're going to act how they act. And you're going to write all of these things down, their values, their morals, why they decided to purchase, when they decided to purchase, how long did it take them to purchase your product or service. And by understanding that, you'll be able to, in your messaging as a business, you'll be able to speak to them more clearly once you understand who and what they're doing. So that's your freebie for this week. If you print it out and complete it, make sure you take a photo and share it in the group. And I am so excited to bring you so many more videos because this is just the start. My marketing degree will take 2 years. So that's 2 years of information that I'm going to consume and I'm going to be able to teach to all of you. So thank you so much for watching. Your freebie will have a link in this video, maybe in the comment section, and you can directly download it for you to complete. Bye.